Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the man with the beanie is here to talk about rumination, regretting the past, worrying about the future. And this is something that I myself used to struggle with a lot. I'm sure a lot of you do too. Overthinking things, looking back on the past, wishing that I could have done something different or that I could have done things better, thinking that I shouldn't have done what I did or that I should have done something I didn't do. A lot of you will tell me, I get a lot of emails and comments from people saying, I missed out on the college experience and now it's too late for me. Or I'm 30 or I'm in my late 20s, it's too late for me now. Instead of you just taking action and getting started right this second, which is what I did when I was 28, almost 29. I was only just starting to work on my sex and dating life. I'd been in 2 relationships that didn't really work out. And I felt like it was a little bit too late for me. I really felt like that. And so I understand when a lot of you do too. I work with a lot of clients who are in their 30s and maybe they're a virgin. I've had some clients that are 30 something and have never even held a woman's hand. I have people that are in their 30s or even in their 40s and they want to start a business, but they're worried that it's too late for them. And so I completely understand the feeling of time running out and it being too late for you and worrying that one day you'll be dead and you won't have lived the life that you want. And so you look back on the past and you think, I wish I'd done things differently. I wish I'd been better. I wish I would have been more of a courageous action taker instead of the complacent, lazy person that I was. Believe me, I used to beat myself up about that stuff too. A lot of people, maybe some of you, live in fear of the future as well, overthinking everything that might possibly go wrong, living in anxiety, just constantly trying to control and predict everything that happens in your life and everything that you do, overthinking what to say. Maybe it's hitting on women and you overthink what to say. You worry about what if it doesn't work out? What if she rejects me? You find yourself worrying about and obsessing about rejection, obsessing about the future, obsessing about what might go wrong, overthinking, ruminating, obsessing. But the antidote to all of this, to worrying about the future and regretting the past, is to take a leap of faith right now, starting to let go or begin the process of starting to let go of the need to control every single aspect of your life. Let go of the need to anxiously try to predict every single tiny little thing that might ever go wrong. This is why I say, give yourself permission to suck. It's okay to suck. Take that leap of faith, run towards your fears, and just trust that everything will be okay. Trust that it will all work out in the end. And if you're terrified to do that, if you're scared to trust, or you're scared to take that leap of faith, or you're scared to let go, that's okay too. Just take a tiny little baby step towards your fears or towards your goals. One tiny little baby step right now as you're listening to this. Understand that everything beautiful that I've ever achieved or built, I didn't know if it was going to work out. I was so terrified. I was scared. I was worried that it wasn't going to work. I was anxious. I was utterly convinced that I was going to get rejected and I was going to look like an idiot and I was going to feel like a moron for believing that maybe I could achieve this thing when in reality I wasn't good enough, or I wasn't worthy, or I wasn't deserving. And so I understand when lots of you feel like that too. That's been the history of my life. I've felt full of doubt. I've felt full of insecurity. I've never really felt like I was good enough to achieve things. And that's why I just took a series of tiny little baby steps and I just gave myself permission to suck. I took a few steps forward each week. I slowly moved towards my goals and I slowly started to show myself that everything is okay and everything will be okay. You can do the same. You can take a tiny little baby step towards your goals. Just one little baby step. It doesn't have to be some big crazy action. It's just the tiniest little possible step that you could take towards your goals, whatever those beautiful goals might be, and take that step right now as you're listening to this. Literally finish listening to this video, go outside, take action. If you want my help with this, I'm right here. I will literally offer my hand to you and tell you that it will be okay. I will guide you. So will the other coaches in my coaching program. That's there if that's something that you want. If you want someone to tell you and show you that everything's okay, everything's going to be okay, There's a link to my coaching. You can jump on a call with me and I'll help you with that. But I want all of you to start being just a tiny little bit more courageous than maybe you have been in the past. And part of that courage, or the best thing that you can do with that courage, is to start letting go a little bit of the past. If you didn't have the best past, if you're not happy with who you were when you were younger, or what you did, or things that happened to you before, or the way that other people treated you, or maybe you got rejected, or whatever, that's in the past. It's gone. Sitting there ruminating on it and obsessing about it and freaking out about it doesn't help you right now in the present. In fact, it just makes you feel hopeless, doesn't it? I know a lot of you listening feel like absolute trash when you think about your past. You feel hopeless. You feel like there's no point in trying right now here in the present. You feel like the future's not going to work out. You feel like, hey, I got rejected by a bunch of women, or maybe I got bullied in high school, or maybe I tried to achieve this goal and I did it for a few months, but it just didn't work out. Why would I bother trying? Because if you don't try, if you absolutely quit, then you guarantee you don't get this result. You guarantee you don't achieve your goal. You guarantee that you don't be happy. But if you at least try again and take those little tiny baby steps and pick yourself up, dust yourself off and keep going, there's at least a non-zero chance that you make it, that you achieve it, that you become the person that you want to be, that you build the life that you want to build. There's a much greater than zero chance that you win, but that only happens if you try. And I know that can be scary sometimes. I know the future is very uncertain. And despite how hard you try, despite how hard any of us try, there are no guarantees in life. You cannot control the future. You definitely cannot control other people. You cannot eliminate rejection. You cannot eliminate anxiety or nervousness or fear or any of that, or doubts or insecurities. The only thing you actually have control over, the only power you actually have, is your ability to choose what you do right now in this present moment, to take some action right now. That is why I say, give yourself permission to suck. Sometimes you can't stop yourself from sucking. You can't control that. You might not be good at something that you haven't done very much. So give yourself permission to not be perfect. And then take a tiny little baby step towards your goals every day. If you can't do it every day, that's okay. Try as many days as you can, but just try something. Move towards the life you want. Don't give up. Keep fucking going. Again, if you want my help with this, there are links in the description to my coaching programs. I will help you. But regardless of whether or not you take my help, which I'm sitting here offering to you, or you do this by yourself, this is going to require some courage. It is going to require a leap of faith. You're going to have faith that if you keep putting in effort and just do a little bit every single day and do that over years and years and years, it will add up and you will eventually make it. That is a leap of faith. Every goal I have ever achieved, everything I have ever done has been on faith. It has been a leap of faith. I have just hoped that it will work out. Again, there are no guarantees. There is no controlling the future. I can't promise you that you will make it, but I can promise you that if you just fucking try, you will be in a better position than you are right now. That is what self-improvement promises you. That is what my coaching promises you. That is what this community promises you. If you just try, and if you surrender to the self-improvement gods and give yourself up to improvement, you will be in a better position 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years from now. You will improve. And that is the only guarantee that I have ever needed. If I just try, I will get better. And I can promise you, if you keep trying, you will get better. And I'll leave you with a quote that sums up what can happen if you don't take that leap of faith towards the future that you want. Of all sad words of tongue or pen, the saddest are these, what might have been. What a nice, juicy shot of motivation when it comes to making money. Check out what these absolute legends have done in our coaching program. Laz more than doubled his monthly income from $25,000 a month to $45K a month. Dimitri started his own business and earned his first $500 within his first 2 months. Ravi followed in my footsteps and created his own kick-ass coaching business, motivating other people and changing the world. Joe started his own successful photography and dating business, quitting his job and earning tons of money, all while helping guys get the dating life they've always dreamed of. None of these people are special. Come and join our coaching program and have us save you years of figuring out the business world yourself. You deserve to have money. You deserve to have a big, sexy, fat bank account, and we'd love to help you make that happen. Click the link in the description below to the coaching program. We can't wait to see you there.